guys.
Nick, do you have like a set meet? Is there like a leadership council, or do you meet with the captains at any point over the course of the week?
I do. Yeah, we do that on Saturday after walkthrough.
Yeah, yep. Is it just the captains, or is it large?
No, it's a select group of guys that from every different position group.
Frank?
Yeah, that he did that, and I obviously thought that was a good idea, and it's just a way to have open communication with your players and talk through different things, schedules, issues, anything that pops up. It's just an easy way to all of us gather right there after the walkthrough and talk for 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes.
How much does that change during the year as far as who's involved, or does it change?
You know what? It started off with a select group of guys, and it stayed that way the whole time.
Is Jordan going to be Jordan Howard
He'll be
down,
out.
and
Yeah,
then
he'll be out.
Slade out of protocol?
Yeah, he passed his protocol. He'll be up.
Obviously, a lot of newness from the Giants in a short week. How do you approach that as far as, from your perspective, the game planning is the same, but from Jonathan's, it's got to be a little bit different. What do you say to him during that?
Yeah, again, we have 2 guys on our staff that have actually went through this. Shane took over play calling duties in the middle of the year. Jim Bob took over play calling duties in the middle of the year. So they were able to talk. Jonathan came and asked me about it, and I said, you know what? We got 2 guys here. Go talk to them. And so I know he went and talked to them. And then you also saw this because Freddie took over play calling duties there in Cleveland. So we were able to get a little bit of that information as well. So again, you have to be, when you're going against some unknowns, you just got to play your rules and be ready to adjust as needed throughout the game.
You guys both worked under Todd Haley. Do you see any similarities with his offense?
No, I don't. And that was a long time ago too, as far as when I worked with Todd. So a lot of things have changed.
In a few weeks ago, you'd mentioned the rivalry board you guys have. What's on that rivalry board for the Giants?
It's just what it is. It's just it has 4 big screens kind of pushed up against each other. That's just constantly playing highlights from Giants games from the past. Obviously, only Eagles clips. And then there's the 2 helmets on it. There's 2 helmets stacked next to each other, Eagles helmet with a Giants helmet. And then it's just off to the side, off to the right side of it, because it's a big wall. It's probably just maybe a little bit bigger than this wall behind me. There's just dates of famous games with a picture above it of a famous play from that game.
So as someone who's new to Philly, what games or moments have stood out as you walk by this week?
Yeah, the Westbrook play with a punt return. Was it a punt return? I think. There was a Deshaun Jackson play with another punt return, right? And then obviously, the Chuck Benderek play with Frank Gifford. Those are the 3 ones that really stick to my mind, that really pop out. There is a lot of good plays on that. I don't want to leave anybody out. Macklin had a big touchdown in 2010. I don't want to sound like too much of a nerd either, because I looked at all that stuff too. So
who's most likely on your defense to pull a Benderek?
Illegal. So we will stay away from that.
Well, speaking of the rivalry, obviously the Giants were upset like in the regular season finale last year, before you were here, obviously, with the way that game ended. Do you think that carries over at all, like into this game? Like,
you know what? That's a good question, but that again, that's something that I can't speak on just because I wasn't here. I wasn't here for it. I wasn't in the building for it. It's a big rivalry that we're all blessed to be part of. Like I'm just honored that I can be a part of this rivalry. So and it's a rare thing in the NFL, right? To have, I don't want to say it's a rare thing, but it's pretty cool to have the rivalries that we have in this division. So again, I'm just honored to be a part of it.
Are there any takeaways from the coaches on your staff that have experienced those changes in season about what to expect?
I think the main takeaway is they're gonna, again, we've kind of talked about it in here before. It's just there's gonna be differences. It's not gonna be the same. And that's just the case with anybody calling it. And again, that's if Coach Kitchens and Coach Garrett have the same even if they think about football exactly the same, it's still gonna play out different. But I don't know how close they think about football. I'm not in those meetings with them, obviously. And so again, just to expect the unexpected.